Hopefully my Guatemalan accent comes out 100% for this video because I need this video to be cabalito. Hola YouTube, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Darieni, and if you're new here, bienvenidos. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys some Guatemalan slang. I'm actually going to split this video into a part 1 and a part 2, only because I don't want to make the video extremely long before I actually get started with the video, because you gotta watch what you say on YouTube because people are so sensitive behind a damn keyboard. So some of the words, or a lot of the words that I'm going to be using, I know them from where I'm from, which is the area of Izabal of Guatemala, which is like the area costeña. So I don't know if other parts of Guatemala they use these words. I know some of them they use like all throughout Guatemala, but these words is the words that I'm familiar with in the area of Izabal, where Livingston and Puerto Barrios is at. And obviously in this video, I'm not going to be teaching you all the Guatemalan slangs. These are just some slangs that I'm familiar with. And just a disclaimer, some of the words that we use, or some of the slang words that we use back home, may sound offensive or may be offensive in other countries, but in Guatemala, these words that I'm going to be teaching you today are pretty much normal to us. So if I offend anyone, I just want to say I'm sorry in advance. Just understand that the words that I'm going to be speaking about today are normal slang words for us. And some of the slang words that we use in Guatemala might mean something else in other countries. I can pretty much only talk about words from my country. With that being said, let's get started. So some of the things that I'm going to be using in this video are either words or phrases. 2 words that you want to be familiar with when it comes to Guatemalan slang is sos and vos. Sos is just a substitute word for eres. For vos, instead of using tú, we just use vos. And these are words that you pretty much use for people that are either your level, like your age, or less. You don't want to use those words for older people. That will be considered disrespectful. So one of the words that you are going to hear is que ondas. That just means what's up or que pasó. However, things have changed over the years apparently, and que ondas has turned into other things. So you have que onzas, que sopa, or que purum. And what all of that means is que ondas, or what's up, que pasó, que hay. Next word is patojo or patoja, which you just use that word pretty much to say little girl or little boy. Next word is muchan. Muchan is just a word that you use to say group of friends. If you want to get your friends' attention, or if you see somebody interesting walking by and you want to like let your friends know about it, you will say, oye, miren muchan, ahí va ese patojo. Ha! You see how I use the 2 words together? But yeah. Next is a phrase that we use and is vos si sos cerote, or you can say vos si sos burro, or you can say vos si sos bruto. So pretty much that just means that you are telling somebody that they're being a bad person. But if you use burro, you just pretty much telling the person that they're not so smart, or that they are hard-headed. That is a phrase that you can pretty much say when like you explained yourself to the T and people still asking questions, and you would just be like, vos si sos cerote, and pretty much you just letting them know like you're just not getting it, you're just not so smart. Next phrase is vos si sos mierda. Now, I know that the word mierda means shit. However, when we say it, it doesn't necessarily mean that. Pretty much when we say vos y sos mierda, pretty much you're just letting somebody know that they're being bad or in that they're being malicious. For example, if let's say somebody did to you and you do something in return, and what you pretty much did in return is pretty much effed up, you would say, oye mano, vos y sos mierda. You know, you are being malicious. And that leads us to our next word or phrase, which can be used interchangeably with the one I just said, which means pura lata. Pura lata just means that you're being insensitive. So for example, if you say a joke and it's an offensive joke, pretty much people will say two things. Oye vos no seas pura lata, or vos sos pura lata. So pretty much pura lata means that you are insensitive or cruel. Next word is va, V-A. It's pretty much a substitute for verdad. So a lot of the time you will use va when you're trying to prove a point. So for example, you're telling somebody something and you want somebody to agree with you, you know, you say whatever you want to say and then you ask your friend or somebody next to you, va vos, pretty much saying verdad vos. And 9 times out of 10, the person will most likely agree with you. And they be like, uh-huh. So yeah, va is just a substitute for verdad. And a lot of the times it's not just VA, it's VAAA, you know, va. Yeah. I actually want to keep this video less than 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let the next word be my last one for this video, but I'm going to continue filming and just make it into a part 2. 1, because I don't want to make the video too long, and 2, because I am getting very hot, and because of that I'm actually getting a lot of shine. So I'm going to use that time to touch up and then make part 2 of this video. So the next and last word is cabal, which pretty much means spot on. And cabal could be used in different ways. You can just say cabal or you can just say cabalito. It's up to you how you want to use it. Pretty much, like I said, it means spot on. So an example is, let's say you're painting your walls and you're not sure of how the color is going to come out, but it ends up being the color that you want. You will say, ah, me quedó cabal, meaning, all right, the color ended up to being spot on to what you liked. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed part 1 of my 502 slang, and if you did, leave this video a thumbs up. Comment down below what's your favorite slang, or what's one slang that you use in your country. Let me know down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you literally in part 2. So make sure you go watch it. Ciao.